that I think they changed the format mismo between kasi remember in Windows 95, 98 parang 16-bit color lang yung kaya tapos 48 by 48 lang ata yung maximum with when we actually the bigger change came when Vista came around. Yung icons pinalitan na nila ng 32-bit color tapos meron kang 16 by 16, 52 by 52 saka 96 by 96. So talagang binago nila yung format for that's related actually yung change ng Windows, more on Windows than Visual Studio parang nagpalit na sila to WPF style na interfaces gano'n. So yun, I doubt it kung directly mo ma-import. Pwede mo siya idaan na lang siguro sa sa Paint.
O gano'n, copy-paste mo lang siya sa editor.
Copy-paste mo sa image editor mo. Ganun, that's the easiest way to
Once I also used to import yung mga ICO files. Then I created from Photoshop. So wala namang plugin yung Photoshop na ICO. So you still have to download the plugin to create the ICO.
Diba, ano ba ang format ng ICO?
I think,
BMP rin siya, diba?
I'm sure there's an editor for it.
I remember doing that.
Fun view, ganun. Mga maraming open.
Ako, I remember just renaming the ICO files to BMP yata. Tapos gumagana eh. It's been a long time.
It's just a free editors.
But in WPF, it's kind of different. So you have a button, you can actually decorate that with a number of browsers. So this is an example of easily changing the skin of a WPF.
Pero yung bot, icon ng window.
Yung icon na iba na siya.
But yeah, that's better. You have actual buttons, no? You're not restricted to icons. You can have bitmaps or PNG.
Kung medyo magaling yung magaling yung GUI designer mo, you can come up with a better UI like that. Tapos yung UI mo hindi bitmap, it's actually
rendered
vector graphics. Kaya makikita mo very
graphics.
It scale up to any resolution.
And don't mind that kasi may connection string problem. Anyway, so that's something that you could come up with WPF. Changing the skin right now quite easily, naka-gradient, and it's very very fine yung mga edges. Hindi kagaya pag BMP medyo yung edges medyo nakikita mo yung yeah. Pixelated yata yung
Pixelated siya.
Sir,
you mentioned kanina yung I-notify property change.
Yeah.
Is that parang .NET way of implementing those?
Say that again.
Yes.
yes.
Yung I-notify. Yes, actually yung event, yung buong event model is actually yung
ini-interrogate yan ng .NET
observer. Pero siya, top-down observer. Alam ko yung observer na yun na nasa Gamma 4 is parang parang from the pero master na observer na class, minomonitor niya yung changes dun sa mo. Ang sa .NET, it's always been the opposite. It's the individual objects that notify
the subscribers.
The subscriber that there's an event, erase ko. Ganun ganun yung style niya by default. Yung pinrasan kanina ni Alan is two-way naman. 'Di ba?
Pwedeng two-way, pwedeng one-way.
Pwedeng two-way, pwedeng one-way. So that's actually a very nice.
So parang if you implement that, hindi mo na kailangan mo para sabihin yung parang server path.
Unlike in Java.
Basta i-implement mo lang yung yung interface.
Still have to implement it.
Regarding naman,
Implement mo ba? Gagawa ka pa ng code mo.
sinasabi parang meron kang subscriber tapos meron kang master na monitor ng mga subscribers. So paano kung kunyari si subscriber 1 na nag-send siya ng update? Gusto ko na yung update na yun maging visible to another workstation. Paano yan?
Well, as I said earlier, kung collection yung in-update mo, it will automatically notify you.
Pero kasi, di ba yung
Kung nakasubscribe sila.
masterclass ko naman nandun sa naka-update yun sa slide.
Multiple objects yung, parang multiple objects yung ina-notify.
Yeah, it's just another, kasi we're just talking about the programming, memory, di ba? You're saying it's another computer, di ba?
Yun.
Yun. So
So you write your code.
it's gonna go to the database na, di ba? Ganon.
And then pwede mo i-pull yung database mo within your model. Kung may changes, i-cascade mo dun sa UI. Ano nga?
Maraming techniques. Either you could pull your database or
So yun yung ginagawa ng Azure eh, nag-compose.
meron kang yun yung ano ba yung pull model yun, di ba? Parang tinitignan niya palagi yung database mo kung may nangyari na ba.
So at random
Iba
pinupull
na
mo.
architecture yun. It's a database or some kind of a service that's running, third-party service.
Meron
Sila
ding
nagko-communicate.
push, Windows remoting or web server.
Yeah. But yeah, it's complex.
Medyo
It is a pure code din.
Tingnan natin kung mailalabas ko yung isang application written in using subset of WPF. But it's a game application using WPF. And then running on Windows Phone. Dapat kanina ko pa siya yun.
Bubot siya eh. Bubot yung code.
Sige, next question.
Next question.
Windows Forms.
Any question about Windows Forms?
Wala eh.
Wala.
Yes, sir.
Actually, do we have a session next week, another session, session number 5?
I think this is the
This is the last session.
This is the last na in-integrate ko na yung supposedly we have session 5 for LEBM.
Because I remember last time you mentioned that we're going to have another extra session, but
You could put that there and then I'll work with Zaga so that we can come up with fifth session.
We have to
And then we can discuss more on encoding. Kasi we have limited time. That's why I avoided showing a lot of code. Kung if you like us to dissect yun.
It's good that you raise whatever particular issues you have so that if you see there's a lot of people asking that questions, that could be another session.
or you could disturb us directly.
And us, Facebook.
what if some don't use Facebook?
Ask someone else.
Sabi nga nila, di ba, if you're not on Facebook, you don't exist.
Yes.
You don't exist eh.
Not liable for crimes.
Has to be man.
Nabunod pa.
Yeah, what's happening here? The emulator is booting up and Visual Studio is connected to the emulator. But it's cool if you want to look at the source code. It basically has a number of SAML pages or SAML files, and then C# code.
Explain ko last week.
And then if you look at the complete UI, it's basically like that, but it's all SAML. It's all SAML. So we use expression blend to draw this, and then we import the SAML code in Visual Studio, and we use that to move objects around. And this one is actually a Jejemon. Okay, and this one is, I named him Isamu. Alright, any other questions? Yep. Windows Phone? Windows Phone? Okay.
Explicitly yun. Sabi mo lahat ng properties na ganito.
Ano yung sa kanina presentation? Sa
Windows Phone daw, sir.
Yeah.
regarding N-Hibernate and NDB framework, which is parang better to use.
Careful.
Careful. Sige,
Sige,
NDB framework is yung
NDB,
official na Microsoft na Pero in terms of maturity, mas matagal na kasi si mas marami na siyang, technically mas marami siyang features.
EF has better I say tool support. You know, the
Kasi,
designer team.
pwede mo siyang integrated siya sa Visual Studio. Last week, pinakita namin yung, dinrag lang namin yung database dun sa designer surface ng EF. Generate na siya, no?
And Hibernate is more flexible naman. It can support inheritance scenarios. So for example, you have hierarchy. So meron kang employee, may manager, tapos merong rank and file. Let's say, you know, how are you gonna save that to your database? How's that gonna look like? Do you have one table? Do you have 3 tables? Or do you have a master table tapos yung different columns yung pinagkaiba nila nasa ibang table para naka-join siya? So those are 3 strategies that Hibernate supports. Whereas with
EF, wala sila support for
so it's a bit more powerful with that. And Hibernate also has auditing capabilities, so it can intercept all of your, you save something or you load, you save, insert or update something. So I was able to implement in one of my applications an audit trail just by injecting something into Hibernate. So bawat save niya ganun, list lang.
Right, so you want to name?
So yun, it's a trade-off. Microsoft has better tools, GUI and all that.
So even if I wrote this code, I cannot perfect this way. Any other question, guys? So this is something that you could do for using WPF.
WPF.
Yeah. The Windows Phone.
Although you could do it in Windows 4, pero hindi ganun ka easy. Diba? Pwede mo gawin si PDF.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. Out of the box, WPF already gives you a lot. Yung animations, like the gradients.
One more question and then we can wrap up the session. So just if there's no other questions, I hope you guys was able to learn.